In this video, I wanted to go over my updated portfolio as of the end of July. So the account did grow a bit this month. The majority of that growth was from my contributions. I had a bit of interest in dividends as well, and some realized capital gains, primarily from the sale of some Nintendo stock. I purchased some Nintendo stock, and then after really doing some just a deeper dive, decided that really didn't fit my portfolio. So I did end up selling that, ended up selling it at a bit of a gain. Then I had overall some unrealized capital losses. A good chunk of those were related to Wendy's stock. Just as the beginning of the month, I had purchased some in late June, and then Wendy's just continued to go on a bit of a slide. I did purchase a little more towards the end of July. I'm probably pretty well tapped out as far as how many shares I want to own of that. Uh, but I really think that should recover somewhat in the next couple quarters. I'm going to hold on. I'm not too worried about that unrealized capital loss, especially as the company, while they did do that dividend cut, they are still paying a dividend. So I'm not too worried there. So hopping over to the current portfolio holdings. So I spent a bit of that cash that I had built up at the end of the last month. I did purchase a couple of new positions as well as eliminate. So I eliminated that Nintendo position, and then I purchased Chevron and VYMI. VYMI is a international based dividend ETF just because I did want to get some international exposure. When you look at like the S&P 500 and its composition, the VYMI has a very different, there's not really any overlap. So I thought that was pretty cool just because it gives me a lot of exposure to some companies that I don't really otherwise have exposure to. It is a dividend paying ETF. It's got holdings like Toyota. I mean, I'll go and really dive into that in a separate video, but Toyota, HSBC, some big international companies that still are pretty decent dividend payers. So I added positions, I purchased those two, and then I also did add to my Wendy's position, added about 60 shares to that. Overall, the dividend yield of the portfolio did improve a little just as I sold those Nintendo shares and then rolled them into like VYMI, Chevron, and then a little more Wendy's, which are definitely yielding a little higher. But that's the portfolio update. Thanks for watching. Let me know if there's any stocks you think I should go and check out.